अभी हम लोगों ने ब्लॉक ओवर द ब्लॉक में अपर ब्लॉक के ऊपर फोर्स लगा करके एक्सेलरेशन की बात का कंसेप्ट हमने आपको बताया था। अभी उस पर कुछ न्यूमेरिकल प्रॉब्लम्स ले लेते हैं। सो सपोज क्वेश्चन इस तरह से है, दिस इज द सरफेस, वन ब्लॉक इज केप्ट over here, another block is on this, right? Friction on this is mu2, that is equal to 0.2. Friction mu1 is equal to 0.8. Suppose it is the block A, this is the block B, and a force F is applied on this. 5 kg mass, this 10 kg. Right? So we have to find acceleration when first F is 30 Newton, second when F is suppose 80 Newton. In these two conditions we have to find the acceleration of the block A and B. Right? These things are given. यहां पर फोर्स जो है अपर ब्लॉक में लग रहा है, ये ध्यान में रखना है। सो ऐसे प्रॉब्लम्स में जो अपने को एक्सेलरेशन निकालना है तो पहले हम वो मैक्सिमम फोर्स निकालते हैं जब तक कि दोनों ब्लॉक साथ साथ में चल रहे हैं, राइट? क्योंकि उसके नीचे फोर्सेस है तो साथ साथ चलेंगे। सो साथ साथ चलने के लिए एक पर्टिकुलर फोर्स मैक्सिमम, उसके बाद जब फोर्स लगेगा तो उसमें दोनों साथ साथ नहीं चलेंगे। देयर बी रिलेटिव मोशन बिटवीन दीज टू मासेस। ये मैं बार बार बोल रहा हूं, राइट? एंड आप सुन रहे हैं, मैं बोल रहा हूं और आप सुन रहे हैं। सो इट्स इफेक्ट, it should be kept in mind permanently that maximum force required is to be found out first. अब इस केस में देखिए, मैक्सिमम फोर्स जो ऊपर के ब्लॉक पर लग रहा है तो हमने फार्मूला डिराइव किया था F max when both the block will be moving together. This will be the maximum force till both the blocks A and B will be moving together. So what was that? M1 upon M2 mu1 minus mu2 M1 plus M2 G. This was the formula when the force was acting at the upper block. Let's find out mass of upper block. This is M1, this is M2, right? So upper block is of 5 kg, so 5 by 10, mu1 that is 0.8 minus mu2 is 0.2, m1 is 5, m2 is 10 into 10. I have taken G is equal to 10 meters per second square. So let's find by simplification. So this 10 will go with this 10, you will get 5 into 0.6 into 50, right? So that is 45 Newton. 3 F max is 45 Newton. It means what? If we go on increasing the force F till its value reaches up to 45 Newton, both the blocks will be moving together. As soon as I increase the force more than 45 Newton, there will be relative motion between these two blocks. ठीक है? Right. So it is given two forces are there. F 30 Newton, here F 80 Newton. So we will see in both the cases what happens. Case first. First case, F is equal to 30 Newton. Now you see, F is 30 Newton, means it is less than the maximum force here. Therefore, F is less than F max. Since F applied is less than F max, it means both the blocks will be moving together with common acceleration. Therefore, the blocks A and B will be moving together with common acceleration A. Both will be moving with common acceleration A. Second aspect, second step which we are supposed to do, we have to find that block where only frictional forces are acting, right? So here it is, F is equal to 30 Newton. Since force is being applied and this is not the maximum force, in that case what happens, there will be frictional force acting on this block as well as on this block. On this block, what will the frictional force? Let it be Fs. Here static friction will be working, right? Static friction, why? Because it is less than the maximum force. Because these blocks will be moving together, so static friction will be working on it. Okay? Since this frictional force is acting on this block, so on this also Fs will work. And what is Fs? Frictional force acting on this. And this Fs will cause this block to move. And since there is relative motion between the surfaces of B and C, there is relative motion between B and C, because this will be moving. So in between these two, there will be kinetic friction, right? There will be kinetic friction between B and C, because this block is sliding, this block is moving on C. So since there is motion, there will be kinetic friction. Since only one coefficient of friction is given, so we can use this for kinetic friction also, right? That is Fk. So Fk is mu k into N2 in this case. Suppose this is N2 and this is N1. Here 5g is acting downward, here it is 15g, weight of that acting downward, and N2 is acting upward. So mu k into N2, right? So what is mu k? We will use this. Mu 2 will be used for mu k, the 0.2 into N2 is equal to 15g. That is 15 into 10, that is equal to 30 Newton. Means this 30 Newton is backward force, Fs is working on in this direction, and this is creating an acceleration A. So if we are making FBD of B for B, this is B, this is 10 kg, here Fs is working, and here it is backward force Fk, that is equal to 30 Newton. And net force will be working in this direction because acceleration is there in this direction. Therefore, Fs minus 30, that is equal to 10A. The net force is Fs minus 30. Fs in this direction, Fk in this direction, Fs minus 30 is the net force. This will create the acceleration A, that is 10 into A. Now for block A, right? For A, if you are making FBD of A, so here force is acting how much? 30 Newton, and backward force is Fs, right? Now see, so net force, if you are taking external force as 30 Newton, so this block will not move and the acceleration will come to be 0. So to avoid this, we will take this F as 40 Newton and this is 40 Newton. So this force acting on this is 40 Newton. Why did I take 40? 40, it is still less than 45, means both will be moving together, right? So here also I will write 40 Newton. Now I have changed F, it is 40 Newton. So on this it is 40 Newton working. And Fs is working in the backward direction. This is the frictional force on this. Because if I take frictional force, limiting friction between A and B means FL AB is equal to how much? 0.8 into N1, right? That is equal to 0.8 into 5 into 10. That is equal to 40. Fs is acting in backward direction, right? Now, since maximum force is 45 Newton, then both are moving together. Since it is 40 Newton, then on this limiting friction will not act. That is static friction Fs will act, and that Fs will be applied over here also. So, it is A, mass is 5 kg. So, net force will be acting in this direction and acceleration is A. Therefore, 40 minus Fs, that is equal to 5A. This is equation number 1. This is equation number 2. Using these two, we can find the acceleration in the equation number 1 and equation number 2. We will add 1 and 2. So I will write adding 1 and 2. That is Fs minus 30, that is equal to 10A, and 40 minus Fs, that is equal to 5A. If we add these two, Fs will go. Therefore, 10 is equal to 15A. Therefore, A is equal to 10 by 15. That is how much? That is the 2 by 3. So, A is equal to 2 by 3 meters per second square. And with this common acceleration, both the blocks will move when force is 40 Newton. I changed. Initially it was 30 Newton. Why did I change? If I write 30 Newton over here, so 30 minus Fs, that is equal to 5A. That 30 minus Fs is equal to 5A. So everything will go on the left hand side. 0 is equal to 15A. Acceleration will be 0. At that time, when 30 Newton force is being applied, then bodies will not move. That is why I changed. F is 40 Newton to find the sum value of acceleration, that is 2 by 3 meters per second square. With 30 also we could have solved, but at that time body would have not moved. Reason is 30 Newton applied and backward force on the surface, it is 30 Newton. You see, if I am finding FLBC is equal to how much? 0.2 into N2, right? That is 0.2 into 15G, 15 into 10, that is equal to 30 Newton. From here, backward frictional force is 30 Newton. If we apply 30 Newton over here, the external forces are balancing. If you consider this as system, so external force 30 Newton in this direction and backward 30 Newton, system would have not moved. For the sake of that, to avoid that, to get some value of acceleration, of course common acceleration, I had taken 40 Newton. Now we will proceed for the second part. Second part is F is equal to 80 Newton. Right? We have found that F max was how much? It was 45 Newton. Now F is 80 Newton means therefore F is greater than F max. If F applied is 80 Newton over here, this is greater than the F max. It means A and B will not move together. Therefore, blocks A and B will not move together. They will have relative motion between them. Let the accelerations of A and B are AA and AB respectively. Now at this time, since there is relative motion between these two, the frictional force which is acting on the surfaces will be the limiting friction, right? So, force being applied on this, so limiting friction will act, that is 40 Newton, and the same limiting friction will act on this. Here it is, FL will act, and the same FLAB will act. Here FLAB will act. On this surface, FLAB is acting on this direction on this block, so in other block it will be acting in the opposite direction. So net force on the block B, because we have to look at the block on which only frictional force is acting. On this, frictional force is FLAB. In this direction, here FLBC. So FBD of B I will make for B. B block, right? This is B. B is 10 kg, and FLB is acting in this direction, and in this direction it is FLBC. So an acceleration is how much? AB. So F net will be how much? FLAB minus FLBC. Therefore F net is equal to FLBC minus FLAB. And FLBC is how much? In this direction it will be AB, and this is BC. FLAB is 40. 40 minus FLBC is 30. That is 10 Newton. And this F net will cause acceleration in this. Therefore, it is 10 AB, that is equal to 10. Therefore, AB is equal to 1 meters per second square. Acceleration of B we got. This will be moving with 1 meter per second square, and we will talk about the acceleration of this A. So for A, I will make FBD of A, that is 5 kg, right? Force acting is 80 Newton. Backward force is FLAB, right? And acceleration is AA. We have to find the value of AA. So here F net, that is equal to 80 minus FLAB. बात समझ में आ रही है? जम रहा है? Because number of problems I have solved previously also, there won't be any problem for you to understand the concept and application. कोई मुश्किल की बात नहीं है, हमने सब कुछ यहाँ लिख दिया है, ओनली फ्री बाय डायग्राम बना रहे हैं हम, कि इसको FBD बनाया, सो विद दैट वी फाउंड द एक्सेलरेशन ऑफ दिस, एंड इसका FBD बना करके इसका एक्सेलरेशन निकाल देंगे. Forces are known, FLB is known, FLBC is known, so everything is known, only calculation is there. So FLAB is how much? That is 40. So 80 minus 40, that is 40 Newton. And this F net will create the acceleration in this. Therefore, 5AA, that is equal to 40 Newton. Simply I will write 40. Therefore, AA is equal to 40 by 5, that is equal to 8 meters per second square. So acceleration of A is AA is equal to 8 meters per second square. So this is the acceleration of A. Means when 80 Newton force is being applied on this will move with 8 meters per second square, and this will move with maximum acceleration, that is 1 meter per second square. This way this question we have solved. बच्चों अभी हम दूसरा क्वेश्चन लेंगे. एक क्वेश्चन सॉल्व किया, उसमें कंसेप्ट क्लियर हो गया. Similar problem I will take. Same concept is to be used, and you have to solve by your own. Okay. See, question is this. एक सरफेस है, राइट. इसके ऊपर एक ब्लॉक रखा हुआ है, इसके ऊपर दूसरा ब्लॉक रखा हुआ है. इस पर एक फोर्स F लग रहा है. ये दोनों के बीच में कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ फ्रिक्शन म्यू इज इक्वल टू 0.1. मास 5 kg, ये 10 kg, राइट. A B. इसमें एक्सेलरेशन A इज इक्वल टू 1 मीटर्स पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर. इसके बीच का कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ फ्रिक्शन म्यू. एक मास 10 kg, उसके ऊपर 5 kg, इसके ऊपर कुछ फोर्स लगा है. इसके बीच का कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ फ्रिक्शन 0.1. इसके बीच का कोएफिशिएंट म्यू है. दिस इज टू बी फाउंड आउट. This coefficient of friction and force both are required to be found out so that the system will move with 1 meter per second square. दोनों ब्लॉक्स साथ साथ चल रहे हैं with acceleration 1 meter per second square. तो फोर्स कितना लगाया जाए और कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ फ्रिक्शन इसके बीच में क्या होना चाहिए. ठीक है. सो फाइंड F and mu. सिंपल, राइट. अब इसको कैसे फाइंड आउट करेंगे? तो फंडामेंटल से जाएंगे. वेट 5g is acting here, 15g is acting downward. This is N1, this is N2. सो हम क्या करेंगे? मैक्सिमम फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स निकालेंगे पहले, क्योंकि ये इस एक्सेलरेशन से जा रहा है, दोनों साथ साथ चल रहे थे. इनके बीच में मैक्सिमम फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स क्या होगा? दिस इज C. सो FLBC, राइट, इज इक्वल टू हाउ मच? 0.1 into N2, that is mu into N2. That is 0.1 into N2 is 15g, that is 15 into 10, that is 15 Newton. So FLBC मालूम हो गया, that is 15 Newton. Maximum frictional force acting on this. जब ये साथ साथ चल रहा है तो इनके बीच में काइनेटिक फ्रिक्शन है. काइनेटिक फ्रिक्शन इज कांस्टेंट and that is equal to how much? Mu k and N2. म्यू के नहीं दिया है, एक ही म्यू दिया है, तो इसको म्यू के मान करके चलेंगे. यहां पर F के LBC एंड F के दोनों सेम होगा, तो हम यहां पर ऐसे लिख सकते हैं, F के BC लिख सकते हैं. मीनिंग इज सेम. F k is equal to mu k N2. So mu k same, N2 I have written. This is mu k. Since both are moving, so kinetic friction will be 15 Newton. Backward force acting on this. अब ये पर जो फोर्स लगा हुआ है, कोई जरूरी नहीं है कि हम मैक्स इसका एक्सेलरेशन जो आया है वो हमको इसका मिनिमम फ्रिक्शन कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ फ्रिक्शन निकालना है, सो दैट इट विल क्रिएट एन एक्सेलरेशन ऑफ 1 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर। सपोज इसके ऊपर फोर्स लग गया Fs, तो वही फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स इधर लगेगा Fs, बैकवर्ड फोर्स, क्योंकि दोनों के बीच में कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ फ्रिक्शन अपने को दिया नहीं है, अब वो अपने को निकालना है। सो मींस Fs इसके ऊपर लगा हुआ है एंड दिस इज क्रिएटिंग एक्सेलरेशन ऑफ 1 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर। सो Fs is, and this, if we are making FBD of B, so which are the forces acting? Only frictional force acting on this, that is, ये है B, 10 kg है, इधर लगा Fs, इधर लग गया कितना, इधर लगेगा FKBC, and FKBC is 50 न्यूटन, सो 50 न्यूटन इधर लग गया, इसमें एक्सेलरेशन कितना आ गया 1 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर। देयरफॉर F net is equal to Fs minus 50, and this is creating the acceleration, therefore 10 into 1 is equal to Fs minus 15, therefore Fs is equal to 25 Newton. Means ये Fs का वैल्यू है 25 न्यूटन, दिस इज ऑल्सो 25 न्यूटन इन दैट केस, राइट? सो व्हाट इज F? So F minus 25, that is equal to 5 into 1, that is F is equal to 30 Newton. F का वैल्यू मालूम हो गया, Fs का वैल्यू मालूम हो गया, तो कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ फ्रिक्शन निकाल सकते हैं। तो मिनिमम कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ फ्रिक्शन निकालने के लिए Fs is equal to mu into N1. So Fs is how much? 25, that is mu, it is to be found out. N1 is 5 into 10. Therefore, mu is equal to 25 by 50, that is equal to 0.5. Therefore, mu is equal to 0.5. To get the minimum coefficient of friction in between, so that it will create an acceleration of 1 meter per second square, and value of F is 30 Newton, right? So I think you have understood. We have found F as well as mu. Over here, F is 30 Newton, coefficient of friction between these two, and that is the minimum coefficient of friction. We can write this is mu minimum. If it is more than that, definitely it will move, right? But this is the minimum coefficient of friction needed. I think concept is clear. So we will meet again. Till then, be happy, enjoy the days, and take care of you. All the best.